Okay guys, welcome back to the next part of the GR Research Nxtreme speaker build. And I'm still at the painting phase, but I thought I'd do this video to show the tips I learned. I'm pretty much done with all the braces. Obviously I can't do the panels because if you watch my previous videos, they had shipping damage, especially this one. This one's shot. I've tried to glue it several times and it's not working. I've gotten some good suggestions about maybe using a screw or something like that, but it's going to go beyond what I think, and the trauma it might even cause here. I'm not even confident that would work either. So since Jay's sending me replacement ones, I've given it a fair shot, at least 3 shots at gluing. It's not working, so I can't do anything there, but I figured I'd give you guys tips on if you're a novice and painting with Duratex. There's a few things I can share with you. First of all, this brush, great brush, but very expensive. You know, on Amazon it goes for like 30 bucks because they give free shipping. If you went to Acritech directly, the same place that makes the Duratex, you're going to end up spending less, but then shipping, at least to my area, is like 16 bucks. So either way you look at it, this is not cheap. So the first thing I would recommend is when you originally buy this brush roller, buy it with some extra ones so that the shipping is one-time cost versus, like I'm having to do now, replace the roller with a separate shipping charge that's more than even the roller itself, replacement roller. And the reason you probably could get away with one roller if you're a professional painter, have a lot of room and can do all of this, one coat for everything, and then only have to clean this brush once and then go back, you might be fine with one. But I've had to do one coat on a select amount, wait for it to dry, clean the brush, flip it over. I've had limited area to do everything at one time, and I haven't been able to do the panels even. So, you know, rinsing and cleaning this brush, this is a very frail roller, just due to the nature of how it's designed and to give you that texture. So at points it'll start getting more and more you clean it, flaking off and getting damaged, and this stuff can get into the paint. So that would be my suggestion to people, is to order some replacement rollers unless you're confident you can get several coats down, you know, at a whole time. I've taken several days to do this. The other thing I would recommend tip wise is getting a good light. This Duratex is very good at covering any issues in your painting, definitely from afar, but you know, when you're actually applying it, you want to make sure you get good coverage on first and second coats. So a light like this can really show you where there may have been some gaps, just because the way this thing rolls, it'll sometimes even take paint away off of the surface just because it'll wick it away into here. And so you have to be very cognizant of that. And also, it's not the best way to apply to, you see how it doesn't even roll sometimes when you're in these, you know, these circular areas. So, and you see here it just flaked off. So this one is probably at the end of its life. But getting in here is a little bit more problematic. So 2 coats, you know, I'm going to have to come back in here. 2 coats I feel confident would be fine, and then a third like touch up where you can just find certain areas that either clumped or, you know, you want to get a better coverage, you know, just in these kind of grooves in certain areas. The other thing I did, well, let's talk about cost as well, since I'm on that topic. You know, if you're doing this project, be sure you budget for paints. Well, that's almost 80 bucks, I think, for that tub of Duratex, and you know that's going to be 20 so bucks there. If you don't have lighting, the tape and all that, those are a lot of variable costs you've got to factor in. Things that are probably the most expensive are getting enough clamps. These are long clamps. These are 4 of those. I've got about 4 more of these 6-inch clamps, and I've got the more strap-based clamps, kind of, you know, trying to be prepared. The glue, the acid brushes that I featured before for applying the actual glue when that step comes, tack cloth. So there's a few things you will need to put into the budget, and obviously the space and drying area and lighting and all this fun stuff that goes into a project. If you're totally new, go ahead and start planning in advance before it arrives. I ended up test coating one coat on the front baffle because Danny has Duratex on his, but not the front panel. If I recall, it's a really nice automotive finish, but I wanted to see if I did Duratex on the actual front coat, would it, you know, be good enough for my taste? And it actually is, especially with this just one coat. So I think especially at night, and my room is almost always 90% dark. It's kind of a home theater room, so I'm always listening in the dark with the projector on, for at least even just browsing internet, even when I'm just doing 2-channel listening. So there's rarely ever a chance for the finish to be even viewed, and even viewed by more than one person. So I don't need to be so neurotic about the paint, and this actually captures the light in the dark pretty good. So picturing these being black, and the white, it's going to fit the rest of my room design, I think, fine. Your taste may obviously vary on whether Duratex will work for you, but that is an option. You could just do a flat automotive finish on some of these panels. Now, with these things, I might do just a flat finish because Duratex is going to cover a lot of these blocks, but I do want to have white behind them just in case my cutting of the Duratex is not perfect and you see anything through. I don't want to see MDF. At least it'll be white level behind it. So that's where we stand now. Sorry, I don't have more to show you at this point. I am going to Danny's this week where I'm going to take some pictures of the back, maybe even video of the back of his, so I can see how he runs the wire. It should help me down the road, and so I'll post that so it can help anybody else as well. And that's where we stand for now. I do have another project I've been working on since I can't go too far here, so I'll pause the video and maybe show you that just to give you a little encore stuff. Okay, little encore footage of other projects that we've been working on here at the house. And this is a Christmas village for those who have seen the Halloween one encore footage I gave in the first video. Went even a little bit further with the extravagance with the Christmas this year, and seems like it turned out pretty good. That's a mirror behind there, but you put some lights and a black drapes, and then you get kind of a night scene, so the lights are pretty nice at night. This is more of the Harry Potter world Christmas. Then we have some attempts to make a scene with waterfalls and stuff. Not the best, but comes out okay. Trying to make a little river. This is the Christmas Vacation house, for those who remember that movie. Yeah, Uncle Eddie. And then a more traditional Christmas village. So with lots of kids in our family, they come over. This has become a hit to the inside decoration. So going a little bit further than I ever thought would happen, but came out pretty nice. So that's bonus footage. Hopefully I'll have speaker footage very soon.